The national average credit score, which had been rising for more than a decade, has now fallen for the second year in a row, according to a new report by FICO. The average score is now 715, down 2 points from 717 last year. Local financial professional Michael Neuenschwander from Outlook Wealth Advisors joining us live to explain why this matters and offer some tips for protecting your good credit. Michael, thanks for joining us.
Yeah, thank you, Lisa. Glad to be here.
Well, let's start with why have these scores started to decline over the last couple of years?
Biggest, frankly, is just where interest rates have been. I mean, the average rate for a credit card has been upwards of 20%. And so with that kind of interest building, it's just sort of natural that people sort of fall behind, which reduces the score. And of course, as consumers, we still spend a lot. So there's a lot of debt out there. And then the latest factor is with this year, the government making people begin to pay their student loans. Well, numbers have shown that almost 9 million people have not been, and not paying those student loans on average drops their score about 170 points.
Oh, it's impacting a lot of folks too right now. I know that for sure. Remind us why it's so important to maintain that healthy credit score.
Yeah, well, in today's world, I mean, so much of our financial lives is determined. So if you're trying to get a mortgage, trying to get a car, or even renting an apartment, opening a new credit card, and even some jobs, look at your credit score. So it's sort of, if you can't keep that in good shape, you're sort of putting yourself against the wall or sort of stacking the odds against you.
What is a good score? What number should you be aiming for right now?
Yeah, so all three credit bureaus kind of use a rating score. They call it, excellent, very good, good, fair, and poor. So good typically falls between that 670 and 739. And then anything above 740 is typically sort of the best, best numbers. You get the best deals, your best access to credit.
Last question before we let you go here, Michael. What's the best way that we can really protect our credit score right now?
Yeah, thankfully, it's fairly simple. A few basic rules. Keep up with your payments, meaning missing a payment or falling behind, as I said, that can knock you back, more than 100 points. Having, don't open multiple accounts, meaning one card and one backup is okay, but don't open every store credit card. And then, of course, limit usage. What that means is most credit card companies want to see you use about 30% of your total available credit or less. Really, they're just afraid of if you're constantly maxing it out, are you ultimately not going to be able to pay? And then last tip, check your credit report, at least annually, make sure it's accurate, make sure there's not false things on there, and obviously make sure that it's your social, your name, that there's not any sort of fraud potentially going on your credit.
Yeah, you got to look after that. Really great advice every time we have you on. Michael Neuenschwander from Outlook Wealth Advisors. Thanks for your time this afternoon.
Thank you.